And welcome back to TEW 2016, the branding solution, and we are here with Shockwave, and as always it's the pre-show where we have Bridango defeating Wild and Wicked. It's just I need to see which one of these guys is going to get the push. I don't know at all at the moment. Oblivion Max defeats Devon Dudley. The European champion wasn't going to have a proper match this show anyway, so this is a good one. Austin Aries defeats Zack Sabre Jr. So we put Zack on Shockwave. It seems like the best choice for him, as we did do a couple of trades between the Raw. And then we have AJ Styles defeated Tyson Kidd, and Tyson Kidd is another one who has made it from Raw to Shockwave, as we've sent Raw, Del Rio, Sabian and Shelley, because we needed some more heals. We start the show, as always, with AJ Styles coming out bragging about his title, telling everyone how he's going to beat CM Punk in the 60-minute Iron Man match at the pay-per-view this week. And Austin Aries comes out with his briefcase to say, after 60 minutes, do you think you can handle me? And Sting comes out just to add a bit of spice to make some matches for later in the show. Mark Briscoe loses to Nick Jackson, which leads to the Briscoe brothers challenging the Bucks to a match. Now that match has gone because I moved Del Rio, so I can delete that. As it is the Great American Bash, we have to go to a 2-on-2. We're going to make this something a bit more special because they've faced each other quite a lot. So we will probably make this a 2 out of 3 falls. And it is going to be for the tag team Money in the Bank, because the Briscoe brothers have it, the Young Bucks want it. So that's set up nicely. Next up we have the Revival getting an easy win over the Lucha Dragons. Nothing fancy, just pushing them for their tag title match. AJ Styles comes out, or shown hanging around with the club backstage. It's just teasing that they may look to break out a bit more after, or even help him with the Iron Man match. Because all they've got to do is distract Punk through it if AJ gets any early pin. And then we have the club basically just beat Sonjay Dutt and the world's greatest tag team. It was just to make the club look very strong this match. Bobby Roode cuts a promo on Kane, because that's who he's going to face for the number 1 contendership. And he goes to beat Kane. Not the best match, but this is going to be the last match between these two, Bobby Roode and Oblivion Max. Mainly because they face each other quite a lot, and I can easily move one into a more main event picture. It's going to be a straight match, not going to put anything into this one because I've already got Iron Man match and a street fight. So, and Kane decides that he is going to challenge The Rock. As we know, The Rock does his open challenge. I can't put The Rock in that video because he doesn't do live shows. He only turns up at pay-per-views. So I have to do the challenge that way. But Brock Lesnar comes out and attacks Kane and puts it through a table, keeping the Deadliest Predator alive. Primetime Players defeat Blake and Murphy easily. It's again, they're the tag champions, they need an easy win. And afterwards the Revival attack the Primetime Players, sending a message before the match. Next up we have Nakamura versus Nakamura and TJ Perkins to be facing Okada and Itami. And you can see TJ Perkins lost the match, and this is more building up a match for the next for the pay-per-view between Nakamura and Okada, which I am going to put in now. There's going to be a big rivalry between people who've come to the show. So, and I can show you that at the end of the show. Randy Orton defeats Cesaro. Doesn't get as good as rating because it's face versus face. And CM Punk defeats Bubba Ray. That's not good. He's got an injury. See how bad that is. And then Punk and AJ have to be held apart. The show gets a 79. This is becoming a slightly weaker show. But now I can unleash, after this pay-per-view, I can unleash Brock Lesnar into actual matches more. So they're just promo segments, because I'm building Lesnar and Orton for a couple of months now, and it finishes at the pay-per-view. So head back to the main screen and see what more news we have. And we're back to the main screen, and we see Bully Ray's injury. Let's go and see how bad this actually is. 28 days, not helpful, right on a pay-per-view. It's a shame, that one. Decisions, just a renewal of Jamie Noble and pay rise for Lance Rush. They can both go down well. Is he any good? Let's see. Popularity. We'll give him another 1 year. Developmental. And see where he ends up. Well, you're already in developmental. Is he worth keeping? Has he become more popular? He has gained popularity, which is saying something. But skill-wise, let's see. He's not really improved. He's just not very good, so I may let him go. Not enough years experience, only a mid-carder. Has no tag teams to use. The only thing is he could use them just to lose to people. That's pretty much the only reason he would get called up. We'll give him a written 3 month where he will only be enhancement talent. So basically just be on the pre-shows getting beaten. Now where this has gone a bit wrong is in this one, because it was going to be Cesaro versus Bubba Ray for the #1 contenders match. So that's gone now. So we could replace Bubba with Devon. The tag one's still working quite well, solid enough. This is the one that we're going to have. So we've got Nakamura, Evan Bourne, TJ Perkins and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Okada, Pentagon Jr. and Atami. I may look to add one more heel to that just to give a 4-on-4. But that's the other one for this show. And this one's going really well. Who is hot? Who is not first? Andre Cool, which is weird. He's just basically jobbing, so they may have to start their side with him. And as we can see, nobody of Shockwave on there. Slightly concerning, but that will lead us going into the Great American Bash, where we have AJ Styles, CM Punk, Iron Man match, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton street fight, European title match, and that one can be deleted because it can't happen. Nakamura versus Okada, Briscoes versus Bucks, 2 out of 3 falls, Primetime versus Revival, and The Rock versus Kane. I will probably add a couple more matches. Well, we'll put Cesaro. Let's put that one in now. We're going to have Cesaro versus Devon. I know the Dudleys are technically broken up on my game, but that's... I have to literally do that one. And there'll probably be like Pentagon Junior and Atami versus a couple of others in this one. We'll work it out on the night. So that's going to be everything. Thank you for watching, and come back for the Great American Bash.